Hey gang, this is Mike with my Real Estate Dojo, and today's lesson is about how to fund your real estate deals without borrowing money from a hard money lender, without borrowing money from a traditional bank, without having to go to a private lender, or even using your own credit cards, guys. So let's go ahead and dive in and get started, guys. Alright guys, I'm going to teach you step by step how to fund your deals without using your credit card or a hard money lender. And the strategy I'm going to teach you today is basically one idea, but it's kind of like an animal. There's a species, but there's different categories in this species. And the idea is owner financing. Now, before you think, oh, okay, this is an old idea, let me explain this. You could buy properties, owner financing, even if the seller has a loan on their home. Again, you could buy properties, owner financing, even if the seller has an underlying mortgage, if they have a mortgage on their home, guys. A lot of us think that owner financing, the seller has to own their home free and clear. And that's a no. That's what I used to think too. But you could buy properties, owner finance, even if the seller has high equity, medium equity, marginal equity, zero equity, or even negative equity, guys. And you can make money out of all those 5 things I just told you. And that's the great thing about creative financing. So the secret is that the secret recipe or the sauce to buy property without using your credit cards, without using hard money lending, is to do subject twos. And what I mean by subject twos is that you market to motivated sellers. When you find a motivated seller, you buy their home subject to the existing mortgage. Okay, let me explain that. What happens is you basically step into the seller's shoes and you start making the seller's monthly payments. So you don't go to a bank to get a loan. You don't go to your credit card company. You don't go to a hard money lender. All you do is use the motivated seller's existing loan, and you just step into their shoes, and once you go to closing the next day or the next payment month, you're just going to send your check in instead of the seller's check. Now you're thinking, Mike, is this really possible? Is this really legal? Can this really happen? Guys, go watch my YouTube channel. If you couldn't do it, then it wouldn't be on a HUD, okay? HUD 1. So if you go look at a HUD 1, you can see on there that it says buying property subject to. Now, why haven't you heard about that? I don't know if the realtors want to let you know about it, or the banks want you to know about it, or the media wants you to know about it. What most people want to do is herd you where you go put your name on the line, you go put your social security on the line, and you actually hang yourself with the lenders and get a loan on the property, okay? Because if you default, then they're gonna come get you and you have to do bankruptcy. Well, the strategy that I show you is that we market to motivated sellers, we buy the property subject to, but here's the catch, we buy it subject to a non-recourse loan. And what that means is that I let the seller know, hey, Mr. Seller, I'm willing to buy your property, and I'm willing to create a wrap and create a note for you where I put you in a safe positioning like a Bank of America where you're a note holder, and then I'm willing to sign a deed of trust, DOT, for me to pledge the property as a collateral to you in case I default. Okay, if I don't make your monthly payment, sir, you could take the property back. However, in that note that I'm going to sign to you, it's going to be a non-recourse, which means, Mr. Seller, that if I happen to default, which I'm not, if I happen to default, you could take the property back without a problem. You could foreclose on me and take the property back. However, you're not going to come after me personally. You're not going to come after my Social Security personally. You're only going to come back after the property, which is called a non-recourse loan. Because what happens is, in a traditional buy, whenever you're a retail buyer or an investor and you go to a Bank of America or to any bank or a lender, what they want you to do is not only put up the collateral, which is the home, through the deed of trust, but they also want you to sign a personal note that says, hey, if I default, not can you only take the collateral, but you could, Mr. Bank, you can come after me personally. You could ruin my credit. You know, you could come and sue me, etc. Where in the situation where I just mentioned, the way I negotiate with motivated sellers is that two main things. One, I'm buying your house subject to, which means I'm not going to pay cash for it. I'm not going to go get money to pay off the underlying note. I'm not going to go borrow new money from a lender. I'm just going to use your existing loan, Mr. Seller, aka subject to his existing note. And number two, Mr. Seller, that this is going to be a non-recourse loan, which means that, and it says it all in my contract, if you don't have my subject to contract, hey, go ahead and download it. It's only cost you a couple of pennies. You get all those disclosures in there. Anyways, the number 2 point is I tell the Mr. Seller, hey, this is a non-recourse loan. I'm going to pledge the property, the house, as collateral in case I default. But if I do default, you're only going to take the collateral. You're not going to come sue me personally. And if the seller doesn't agree to that, then I don't do the deal. If the seller agrees to it, great, let's go ahead and do the deal. Okay? So, because I'm already losing if I default the property. I put the money up, I made the monthly payments, I made improvements on the property. See what I'm saying? So I don't really think it's fair enough for me not to only lose my collateral, but also lose my personal credit because of this transaction. And this is why you guys should join the dojo, because there's so many different ways to structure these deals that you're able to protect yourself, where the common investor or the common retail buyer does not understand these concepts. Okay, guys? And this is why I love buying property subject to. Now I explain to you guys one great way to fund for your properties without going to a bank, without going to a hard money lender, without getting a credit card, without even using your own cash. You use a strategy called subject to. You buy the property subject to the seller's existing loan or existing mortgage, gang. All right. So I want you to make sure you take 2 points out of this idea. Besides that you're buying a subject to, besides that you're getting a non-recourse loan. That you can use your creative mind. One, you can use your creative mind to buy properties using other people's money without you hanging yourself to the banks, to your Social Security or your credit. Okay, that's point number 1. Okay? And let me add one thing to point number 1. That you could buy property if the property is not free and clear. For example, if the seller still has a loan on it, they could still finance it, owner finance it to you. So that's a very important idea. And point number 2 is that everybody already knows, you can find sellers that own their property free and clear and do an owner financing. That way, you don't have to use your cash, you don't have to use your credit card, you don't have to use a hard money lender or a lender. You have the seller owner finance the property to you. So gang, simply put, America is the greatest country to live in. Don't fucking take no for answer. Don't listen to the naysayers. Don't listen to people that tell you can't do something. Go fucking out there and do it. If the idea came to your fucking mind, this is your fucking dream. If you're thinking about it, if it's been calling you, it's because the universe wants you to do that. Now, what I want you to do is stop watching me and start watching the other guy and the other guy and the other guy. What I really want you to do is watch me and then go take fucking action. Then come back and watch me and then go and take fucking action. And one of the problems is that the more we learn, the more confused we get, the more fear seeks in. And that's what the problem is. When I got in the real estate business, you know, I've been an entrepreneur most of my life, but when I got in the real business, I didn't know left from right, I didn't know shit, okay? But one of the difference between me and the other cats is that I read a book and I took tremendous action. Then I came back and took a seminar, then I took tremendous action. Then I went and bought some more books and I took fucking action. I didn't just fucking watch this guy, 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 watch this guy. And before I knew it, I'm fucking confused. I don't even know where the fuck to go. I have more fears, I have more questions. I have more questions, I have more questions. So that's what the problem is. Gang, join the dojo smart coaching program where it's a performance based, and I will hold your fucking hand and me and you'll go do deals. The great thing about the Mr. Investor and me and the coaching program, smart coaching program, is it's performance based. If you don't make money, I don't make money. There's no huge upfront fees like all the other fucking coaches out there, guys, where they want your motherfucking money, and end of the day, they hope that you go fucking do deals. With me, I have a vested interest with you to go fucking do deals, okay? Now, there's a small fee to join the Dojo Smart program, and the reason for that is to eliminate the chimps from the champs. I only want to work with the champs. And the reason is that I don't want to be investing my time into chimps, okay? It's not going to work. You don't have the right mindset. You think that America is not a great country. You think these strategies do not work. You're just so fucking negative. And trust me, I've been there too, okay? But I made a decision after college when I was living my fucking car that I'm not going to be like that anymore. I'm going to take life in my own fucking hands. My parents immigrated to America. They had to go through all this fucking hardship as a refugees, you know, live on food stamps. They don't speak English. They can't fucking read. Fuck that. I'm not going to live like that. You know what I'm saying? And so you got to make the same fucking decision. You got to go from being a chimp into a champ. And the smart coaching program is only for champs, the people that have already made in their motherfucking mind that they don't want to live their lifestyle and they want to go here. One of the other major differences between the smart coaching and the other great coaches out there is that we don't preach about getting in debt. We don't preach about borrowing money. We don't preach about fucking getting in debt from hard money lenders. We talk about sweat equity. We talk about imagination. We talk about house money. We talk about how can we turn $100 into $1 million. I'm not talking about borrowing $1 million so you could be a millionaire. I'm talking about being a fucking refugee, dude, have nothing and turn to something. That's what I'm fucking talking about. And you can only get that from the smart coaching because I lived that fucking life. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't born here. I don't have the connections. Man, all these fucking books and shit I read is because it helps me get where I'm trying to go, which allows me to just download this shit into your fucking mind, guys and gang. So that's another reason why the smart coaching is so different, is because not only am I performance-based, not only am I driven for you to have success, I don't believe in fucking debt, and I don't want you to get in debt to have what called success, gang. All right? And the other reason why you should join this smart coaching and why I'm so different than the other guys is, gang, I'm living this fucking life every fucking day. I hustle and grind 7 days a week. There's not one person out here that see me eat in the Dallas-Fort Worth area and I don't have my fucking laptop in front of me while I'm fucking eating. And the reason is not because I want money. No, guys, I love what the fuck I do. I can't stop doing it. Guys, it's like the fucking gym. I love hitting the fucking gym. It's who the fuck I am. On a fucking Friday night when everybody wants to go out there and get fucking blasted, I'm sitting at the fucking gym. It's who the fuck I am. And so my passion to coach you doesn't come from money. I love helping people out. You know, there's been situations in my life where people have helped me out, and I just want to do the same thing and be a impact, be a significant in your life. So 20 years from now, when I think about you and you think about me, we put a smile on our face and you know I helped you and you made an impact in my life. And that's all what life's about. I never chase the fucking money. And the reason I even have money to get in is because I spend so much of my fucking time helping people for free. And what I notice is the people that I help for free, the probability of them having success is about 10%. Where the people that actually pay me, the probability of them having success is about 90%, because they're taking massive action. They're already away from being a chimp into a champ. So end the story, gang. If you like my fucking videos, if you feel like I'm adding value to you, please like, please share. And you really think I can help you get to your next level, join the smart coaching, and I'm confident I can help you do deals, multiple deals in 30 days or less. This is Mike with my Real Estate Dojo, gang. Don't take no for an answer. And 2006 is your year. Have a great day.